Welcome to episode 35, and on today's episode, we are taking a look at how to thread your Cobra Class 26 sewing machine, and then also how to wind up and insert your bobbin into your machine. So let's take a look. Grab your thread and place it on the thread stand, making sure that the thread comes off the cone easily and is not wrapped or tangled. Insert the thread from the rear to the front on the thread stand guide hole. On the thread guide post, there are multiple variations to add tension by threading through the various holes. This demonstration is showing a simple standard threading procedure of the guide post. Next step is to insert the thread through the thread guide. Then insert the thread in between the tension discs. The thread follows the discs around and then goes above the second set of tension discs. Pull the thread in between the second set of discs and you should hear a click. Next, as the thread comes around the discs, it must go over the little protruding pin. As the thread comes down from the pin, it is guided through the bottom of the secondary tension device. And by pulling upward, the thread will click in and a spring will add tension. Insert the thread into the large thread guide and continue upwards towards the take-up lever. Thread the take-up lever from right to left using the bottom hole. The thread now travels downward and through the large thread guide again, followed by a small thread guide and through a felt thread guide. Next, the thread needs to go through the needle bar, which has a small hole. And then last but not least, we have to thread the needle. So you thread the needle from left to right and guide the thread through the center foot. To wind up a bobbin, put your bobbin thread cone on the thread stand, making sure that the thread comes off the cone freely. Insert the thread through the thread stand guide hole from back to front. On the bobbin winder, the thread goes through the thread guide hole and then pull the thread in between the tension discs and around. Then the thread goes back out of the guide hole. On your U-style bobbin, the thread goes through one of the holes from the inside to the outside. Now you can insert the bobbin into the bobbin winder. Push the winder lever forward to engage the wheel with the rubber belt. Also, don't forget to remove the thread from the needle before winding up your bobbin. Hold the thread end and press the foot pedal to begin the winding process. After winding up for a bit, you can trim the end piece and then continue winding up the bobbin until it stops. Your bobbin is now wound and let's add it to your machine. Slide open the cover plate and then lift up the arm on the hook. It is very important that the thread comes off the bobbin counterclockwise. Load the bobbin into the hook basket and flip down the arm. The thread will slide along the edge and then through a slot. Once through the slot, pull the thread all the way to the left. The thread goes around the hook basket and now to the right until it is under the arm in the designated slot hole. Rotate the hand wheel and the needle with the top thread will begin to bring the bobbin thread up through the feed dog. Now close the cover plate and you are ready to sew. Alright, I hope this threading video has helped you guys. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. That does help this channel grow, and I'll see you on next week's episode. Take care.